Well, hello there, everyone. It's great to see you again, and it's great to be back in the YourTV studio. I believe the last time I was here in this room was back at the very beginning of the COVID outbreak, back I think March 16th, 17th or 18th. I don't remember the exact day that I was here, but I remember getting interviewed by YourTV as we started talking about the preparations, and my goodness, what a long time it has been. I want to begin by saying thank you again to YourTV for giving me this opportunity to communicate directly with the residents of Belleville as the city goes through this COVID-19 outbreak. And this is update is for the week of September the 28th. We are, it now looks like Ontario, the Premier has announced that we are in a second wave. And they have taken some additional measures to reduce the spread of the COVID-19 virus. Here in Prince Edward Hastings, our health unit, we continue to do very well. We have from the very beginning, and we're continuing to perform well. Testing is significantly increased over the last few weeks as more people want to be tested. And I want to thank the frontline workers from Quinte Healthcare who run the COVID-19 Assessment Center. Of course, thank all of our frontline workers, both in the health system, the education system, and the private sector, who are really doing well. And thank the residents for doing so well. We are seeing increased levels of COVID in different provinces of Canada, but also in surrounding municipalities. So it's really important that we continue to do the things that we know prevents the spread of the virus. And basically, there are three areas that I keep harping on each time I have an opportunity to speak about it. But the first thing that was most important we can do is to wash or sanitize your hands regularly as you can. Second thing is to maintain social distancing. So 2 meters or 6 feet apart from people whenever you can. And if you're indoors or if you are unable to maintain social distancing, we want you to wear a mask. And I know that most people wear them, they carry them with them everywhere they go. It's part of our, it's almost like a wallet or a watch these days, or your phone, but it's important, don't leave home without it. As I said, we are performing well and we are continuing to offer a number of municipal services. This week, the second arena at the Quinte Sports and Wellness Center opened. I want to thank the staff who have worked so hard to get that done. There is a video for what people can expect when they're using the ice facilities. But also this week, we also opened the swimming pool, the Templeman Swimming Aquatic Center, and it's been going well also. So these are all appointment-based. You can go to the Quinte Sports and Wellness Center website for information on that, book your appointments, and you can also watch those videos that I talked about so that you can understand what the protocols are in place to keep you and our staff safe and what you'll have to do when you go there. I really appreciate everyone's cooperation, as I have from the very beginning, all summer as we've reopened municipal facilities. And I want to put a big shout out and a big thank you to our staff that are really working hard for all of that. This week we had a council meeting on Monday the 28th of October, and there was a number of really positive developments that came out of that council meeting. First of all, some excellent news. Earlier this spring we had word that we were being approved for 4 new transit buses through the Investing in Canada Infrastructure Partnership transit stream, and the provincial and the federal government contribute to us to be able to buy those 4 buses. Well, good news, our staff have been able to negotiate a better price for these buses, and so we're now going to get 5 buses for the same price that we would have gotten 4. And that's going to be really welcome for the city transit operations, because we have a number of vehicles that are getting to be the end of their lifespan. They've been well used, and so we're going to get new ones, but also we'll have a little extra capacity to start looking at some new routes. And our Belleville, City of Belleville Transit Advisory Committee is working hard on that, and we hope to have some good news going forward. Housing has been at the very forefront of everything that we're doing this term. It was a big election issue almost 2 years ago, and we've been working hard to change our policies to make it more attractive to build rental housing in the city. And this week at City Council, we donated the old police station. So the police will be moving from their location on Dundas Street up to College and Sydney Street sometime in the middle of October. And the question is, what do we do with the old police station? So we're going to be turning that over to Habitat for Humanity, who will be building a 66 unit complex, which will have a mixture of affordable housing, rental housing, and also housing for families who are qualifying to get a home of their own in the future. And so this is a very exciting project. It's really going to help with our community. And I want to thank the Habitat for Humanity Board of Directors and their executive director for taking a chance on this multi-unit facility. We've done our part on that project. Now it's up to the federal government through the Canadian Housing Strategy to be able to come up with some of the funding to be able to have that project go ahead. But we're very excited about that. And yesterday was the first step to allow them now to proceed to the next stages for application. Many of you have seen school buses in the neighborhood, in the city. We have them every fall. They come back after a couple months of a break, and we haven't had them since March. But one of the problems that many cities have is that not everybody is as good at stopping for school buses, particularly when the red stop sign is deployed. And so yesterday at Council, we have indicated that we want to move towards this technology that'll put cameras on the stop arms to ensure that people are stopping. And if they don't stop, which is very dangerous for everybody involved, especially those students that are riding the buses, that an infraction will be sent, a fine will be sent to them. And so we have struck a committee to move that forward. We're very concerned about traffic safety, but also for our students and our young people. And that was a step that Council took yesterday, saying that we want to pursue that moving forward. Last week in the Memorial Arena, if you follow the happenings in the City of Belleville, you'll know earlier this year we accepted a bid from Task Force Engineering to sell them the Memorial Arena as well as the former Legion building to have a redevelopment of that property. Last week, the Task Force Engineering had an open house for the Memorial to look at potential businesses for their indoor market that they're looking at establishing there. And it was very well received, and we're excited about that, and there'll be some pictures that you'll be able to see. Also last week, it was really great as a City Council for us to celebrate the 25 years of elected service that Selma Bochnek had. Former alderman for a little bit of time, but then councillor when the name changed. Selma Bochnek served from 1988 to 2000, and then from 2003 to 2006. And last week we announced that and unveiled at the Parkdale Community, right beside the Parkdale Community Hall, the splash pad, which is named after Selma for her dedication to the city, and we thank her very much for that. And I and Council were very pleased to be there, along with several other former mayors and councillors, to pay tribute to Selma Bochnek and the contribution she's made to the City of Belleville. And the last thing I want to talk a little bit about today was some very exciting news that we had on Sunday, the 27th of September, which deals with the Quinte Skyhawks. The Quinte Skyhawks are a football program that started here a couple years ago to allow young people to play football in between during the off season of high school football. And this has been a very successful program which has been growing. And on Sunday, we announced that the Canadian Junior Football League will be coming to Belleville. This is a national league that competes in 5 provinces. They're going to be fielding a team next fall, the fall of 2021, and they unveiled their new coach, and Peter Gabriel and all the folks that were there did an amazing job. We're very supportive of this. This is, I think, another indication of the reason why we have such a renewed sense of confidence in our future here in Belleville. To have a national organization want to pick Belleville and the Quinte Skyhawks to be involved with is certainly a credit to us. And we know that we will have to do some upgrades to the Marianne Sills facility to allow for this type of a product, but we're very excited about it. And I want to congratulate everybody that was involved with that great news. And it's one of the nice things, one of the best things as part of the job of mayor, is to be able to go to those announcements and see these exciting things for the City of Belleville. So that's about it that I'm going to report on this week. Again, I want everyone to stay safe, follow the rules. We know there have been some changes in social gathering limits, but we're going to get through this together. The City of Belleville is here for you. We are taking active plans to ensure the continuity of our municipal operations so that you can count on city services. With everything else you have to worry about, we don't want you to worry about us. But we are, we're working hard on that. And if you have any questions, you can always get a hold of me through my City Hall office. And you can also go to the City of Belleville website at www.belleville.ca, and you can get in touch with any of your city councilors. We're always here to listen to you, to respond to your questions, and to try to help with anything we can do. So with that, that's my update for this week. Stay safe, wash your hands, wear a mask if you can't social distance, and stay within those new group gathering limits. And I'll be back in touch with you next week. Thank you.